can loan as much as 10 times that out. That doesn't exist. They created on the books with the stroke of a pen, which means that if all of you wanted to gather up enough cash to go pay your debts, you couldn't do it because the cash doesn't exist. If you wanted to go draw your money out of the bank, you couldn't do that either because it's not there. It's very easy for them to collapse the system. Those of us who have done the research know that the third world nations have already pledged their natural resources to the World Conservation Bank, which is going to be the new World Bank, in exchange for forgiveness of their debts, which means they're not going to pay back all those billions that we've loaned them, which means the money is not in the bank, doesn't exist. The economy is going to be the easiest thing for them to collapse. How are they going to get you to join the new economy? They're going to say, we have a solution. You see, one of the tricks of the Illuminati is they create a problem and then they provide the solution when you beg them to. They're going to come to you and say, you have a house, and we have the note on your house. If you'll accept our new economic system, we'll refinance your house and let you keep it. You also have a car. We'll do the same with your car, and your furniture, and your kids, because you probably owe the hospital. Okay? See, when I was a kid, it was a disgrace to be in debt. Nobody was in debt. There was no such thing as credit cards, and if you even mentioned debt, people got angry with you. Now, in just my lifetime, and I'm 47 years old, they've changed all that to where everybody is in debt, and it's accepted, and if you're not in debt, you can't get a hotel room because if you don't have a credit card, they won't let you in. And that's the truth, and that's how they're going to do it. And you're going to say, well, I want to keep my house, I want to keep my car, and I want to keep my kids, so I'll join. And they say, fine. For every dollar you used to have, we're going to give you 10 cents, and we'll start all over. They're going to devalue the money at the same time and eliminate the middle class. And there will be two classes of people, the rulers and the rest of us. This has all been public knowledge for years, but people have ignored it, and they've called anybody who tried to educate them a conspiracy nut, an idiot. But you can see it coming through true right in front of your eyes now today. Every day you can see this happening. You can no longer call these people conspiracy nuts. I didn't believe it either until I started looking into it, and by God, they're right. Yes, sir?
Yes, I just want to share with everyone something I had read in Current Laser magazine, and under development, there is a barcode scanner that will not be able to be seen with the human eye, but will be seen with infrared technology. So that you could have a barcode scanner on yourself and no one.
That's right. It's an invisible tattoo, but it can be scanned. I'd like to say also that the reason I left California, took my family and left, I went to vote in the last election, and I saw on the voter registration form, next to my name, the Universal Product Code. I packed up my family and I left California. I now know, and I just left California, I was just speaking in Pasadena, I have seen them, it's true. The driver's license in California now have the Universal Product Code on the driver's license. It's not far off. The UPC, yeah. The barcode, for those of you who don't know what Universal Product Code is. Yes?
It's been used in over 700 cities in Europe for over 7 years now, where they inject plastic under the skin, the right hand or the forehead.
It's going to be the new world. It's going to be your accountant. It's not going to be any more cash. There will not be any more swap meets. There won't be any selling your mattress to your neighbor when you buy a new one. Everything will be registered. They're already starting it in Oklahoma and 21 other states. You will register all your property. If they come to your home and something's missing, you're a criminal. There will be no black market. You will not be able to work. You will not be able to buy. You will not be able to sell. You will not be able to get medical care. You will not be able to do anything except with your number through the computer. This is the truth, folks. I'm not making this up. If you have a banker that knows you well enough to be honest with you, he will tell you this. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I do know that Star Wars is not what they're telling you it's for. Star Wars is the satellite computer link-up between the nations to make the one world banking and economy system work. And it's paid for by American tax dollars. If they want to imprison you in a 2-square-block area, all they have to do is zero out your computer account outside that area. And you won't be able to live if you walk off your 2-block square area. If they don't want you to leave your city, they can do the same thing. Your card will only be good in your city. Yes?
Is it possible that they have developed this kind of system that is very similar to what's talked in the Bible as a psychological effect to get people to sort of...
Of course. It's like I said a while ago, they're following the book of Revelations like a script to neutralize opposition against them. If you believe that it has been prophesied and is ordained by God, you won't oppose them. I'm a Christian, and I'm not buying it. I'm going to oppose them. And I don't think that God or Jesus Christ would be very pleased with me if I didn't, even if it was God bringing it to pass. Because they're not going to like it. Let me take 3 more questions, and then unfortunately we're over time. I'd like to stay and talk to you more, but we really can't.
I have a brief question.
Okay, and your hand has been up for a long time. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I really came here for some answers, as this is the one question I really would like to know because you've been going through such a learning experience through your research. When you saw that large ship come out of the ocean spread that came up, this day, do you personally think that came from outer space or this Earth?
Personally, I don't think it was built on this earth, knowing what I know about the state of aircraft technology and about submarines. But what I think doesn't make a bit of difference. It's what I can prove that counts. And I can't prove that there's anybody here from outer space, although there's a lot of evidence to support it. What I can prove is that there's a lot of manipulation to put us in a one-world government and destroy this nation and enslave all of us in a cashless economic system. That I can prove. And that's what we better be looking at. Yes, sir.
It seemed to be a lot of people earlier that seem to be involved in MUFON or some of the other organizations. And every time that we run into they all seem to be ex-military people that seem to have an incredible amount of insight. Is it basically just staff military people that are just here to tell you whatever you want to hear?
I don't know. I know that MUFON is not doing what they claim to do. I know that evidence has disappeared when it's been sent to MUFON. I know that physical evidence of UFOs is one of the hardest things in the world to collect, and when they collected liquid that dripped from a saucer in Gulf Breeze, Florida, and sent it to MUFON, it disappeared. That's what I know about MUFON. I know that if aliens are really here, and the government wants to keep it a secret, all the publications dealing with the information and all the organizations investigating this would be infiltrated and controlled by the government to suppress the information. I know that if aliens are not real and the government is perpetrating this hoax, then they're doing it through those organizations and publications and through people like me that innocently was passed documents through my hands and tried to come out and talk about it. I don't know what you mean by blank. When I say MUFON, I'm talking about the people who run it and control it and finance it. I'm not talking about all the people in the little towns and stuff who are interested in UFOs. It's too late to be careful. I'm fighting a war and I need people on my side. And damn it, if somebody's on the battlefield in front of me, I'm going to run right over them. I am sorry, but that is exactly what I'm going to do. Yes, sir.
And this
expect you to, nor do I want you to. We're out of time. I'm sorry, I said 3 more questions, and I did a lot more than that. I want to thank you sincerely. You're probably the best citizens in Atlanta.